Hello, good morning, dear students. Today in this class we are going to discuss your new chapter, that is Saint Kabir. Saint Kabir. It is your new chapter. You know already very well about the Kabir. Is a great saint of in 14,000 AD. He reforms very well religious things. He condemns all the religious fights. Hindu and Muslims are both equals. It reforms very well good things nowadays. Many followers he has. Okay, I know you are also very well to know about the Saint Kabir. Before going to discuss, I just read this chapter. Open your textbook, page number 61. Saint Kabir. Once in the year 4440 AD, a hot morning was bothering a young man and his wife. The couple was traveling to Varanasi. The man was Nero and his wife was Nima. They were poor weavers. On the way, they passed by the pool of the cold water. A large number of lotus plants grew along the edge of the pool. Nima was feeling thirsty. Nero stopped his bullock cart and took his wife to the pool. While Nima was drinking from the pool, she heard a weak cry. Listen, she said to her husband, it is the cry of a little baby. Nero looked among the lotus. He found a baby lying on a big lotus leaf. Nima looked, a shout, there is a baby. Nima took the baby in her arms, then she said, we cannot leave the baby here to die. You are right, said Nero. Then he added, we cannot leave the baby here. We shall rear him and help be our son. They took the baby home and called it Kabir. Kabir grew up in the house of Nero and Nima. Like other Muslim boys, he studied the Quran, but he liked Hindus also. He wanted to know more about them, their relations. Therefore, he decided to go to look before a learned teacher. In those days, there lived a very famous teacher in Varanasi. His name was Swami Ramananda. Kabir decided to become his pupil. But when Kabir reached the Swami's ashram, the pupils, they didn't let him see the Swami. You are not a Hindu, they said, you cannot see him. Dear students, once in the year 4440 and a hot morning was bothering a young man and his wife. The couple was traveling to Varanasi. In the year 4480, the couple traveling to the Varanasi. The couple was traveling to Varanasi. Year means what is the AD? AD means what is the AD? After Christ. After Christ means after death of the Christ, we count the year 1480. Unknown domain. BC means before Christ. Before Christ means before death of Christ. We call BC. Okay, this is the systematic way of in history, by using count the years. Okay. On that year, they were traveling to Varanasi. The man was Nero and his wife was Nima. What is the name of the couple? The name of the couple was Nima and Nero. Neeru, husband, Nima and wife. They were poor weavers. They were poor weavers means very poor weavers. What is the meaning of weavers? Weavers, a person who weaves fabric. We call weavers. Okay. On the way, they passed by a pool of cold water. A large number of lotus plants grew along the edge of the pool. They are going to the Varanasi. On the pool river side, there is a lot of lotus flowers grew. It's look very fantastic. Nima was feeling thirsty. Neeru stopped his bullock cart and took his wife to the pool. Nima, you know who is the Nima? Neeru, wife. Nima, very thirsty. She want water. So he decided to stop his bullock cart and he took her to the near the pool. While Nima was drinking from the pool, she heard a weak cry. When she was drinking the water near the pool, she heard a poor voice, a weak voice of a small baby, like they are crying, the baby crying. She heard the news, she heard the voice. Listen, she said to her husband, it is cry of a little baby. She guessed it is a baby voice. She told to her husband, listen, this is a baby voice. You heard, you listen. This is a small baby voice. The baby was crying. Neeru looked among the lotus, for I found a baby lying on a big lotus leaf. Nima looked, he shouted, there is a baby. Neeru started looking along the river pole side because the small baby crying, they heard the voice. So he searched around the pole, he found a small baby. Nima took the baby in her arms, then she said, we cannot leave the baby here to die. Nima took the small baby and she told to her husband, we cannot leave this baby because we leave this baby here, the baby will be died. So we take this baby, she suggests her husband. He also agreed with her and they are both took the baby and came to her house. You are right, said Neeru. Then he added, we cannot leave the baby here, we shall rear him, he will be our son. They took the baby and they will added the baby will our son. The couple will add the baby to our son. They took the baby home and called it Kabir. They both a couple, Neeru and Nima, that give the name of the baby what's? That is Kabir. They give the name to baby is Kabir. They give the name is Kabir. Kabir grew up the house of Neeru and Nima. Like other Muslim boy, he studied the Quran. Kabir grew up his childhood days. He is like other Muslim boy because the Neeru and Nima also Muslims. Kabir baby, Kabir also grew up like that other Muslim boy. He studied also Quran. You know what is the Quran? Quran is the holy book of Muslims. Okay, he studied Quran also. He liked Hindus also. He only liked Muslim or Quran. He liked Hindus and other religions also. He wanted to know more about them and their religions. Therefore, he decided to go to look for learned teacher. He is very curiosity about other religions and also his religion. His a Muslim boy and he is also interested to learn about other fact to the other religions, Hindus, Sikhs and Christ. He want to know about other religions. He want to make a good teacher. He want to search a good teacher. In those days, there lived a very famous teacher in Varanasi. His name was Swami Ramananda. He searched many a side. He found a teacher. Is a famous teacher in Varanasi. That name was Swami Ramananda. His name was Swami Ramananda. Swami decided to learn by the Swami Ramananda. Kabir decided to become a pilgrim, but when Kabir reached the Swami's ashram, the pilgrims they did not let him see the Swami. He wanted to learn the facts of religious. He went to the Varanasi because Ramananda Swami lived in Varanasi. He went to the Varanasi and he reached his ashram, but there are some pilgrims means students, they cannot let him to his ashram because you are not a Hindu. They said you cannot see him. You cannot see him, the Ramananda Swami, because you are a Muslim boy, so you cannot talk with the Swami. The Swami didn't expect you. And they told many things, but the pilgrims told him, you cannot see the Swami. Okay, dear students, next class he will meet his guru like a teacher Ramanand or not. We will discuss next class. Okay.